Just kind of tell us what you thought when you found out you were going to start, and then just kind of gives an idea of maybe how you thought you played.
I thought I played a good game. I think there was a lot of things that I missed, a lot of missed opportunities, but I think overall it was pretty clean. I think I was put into a really good position last week, and I feel really good going into this week with our coaching staff, the stuff that we've got drawn up, ready to go, and I feel confident. Just excited to go.
When you were watching this offense over the previous 4 or 5 games, were you seeing things in there that you thought you could have taken advantage of if you'd had that opportunity?
No, I just think we called a great game last week, and I was put in a great position to go. I never really saw anything.
A lot of people talk about the energy and juice, 2 words that I've mentioned that you bring to the table. You kind of talk about your personality and maybe how it impacts your teammates.
Yeah, I think a lot of like juice that people say, just like I have a chip on my shoulder from kind of bouncing around before I got here, having to go to a prep school, so I feel like I have a lot to prove. And I just love football, so it's nothing more than really just like loving the game and just wanting to win, because that's why you play it. So.
You went to that prep school because that's what got you here? Like you felt like you needed to go there and prove something to get an opportunity like this?
Yeah, I was just under-recruited out of high school, so I reclassified.
What did you feel like that year showed and got you to a place like this?
I feel like I didn't have a lot of film in high school because I only really had a full year starting as a senior, and I had a really good senior year, but I felt like, a lot of colleges recruit quarterbacks like earlier on in the recruiting process, so I felt like just doing an extra year would give me, that extra time for people to see me and for people to just see what I could do.
You guys have obviously had, Hudson here as like the established starter coming into this year, but at the same time, were there ways that you were trying to sort of build some leadership credibility around the team if this opportunity came up?
Well, I think if you're a quarterback on a football team, you're a leader regardless. I don't think it matters what your role is. I think everybody on the team should think of themselves as a leader and try to be a positive impact on the team.
Was Purdue your only Power 5 offense?
Yes.
Didn't you start high school in Michigan?
I did. My freshman and sophomore year, I was in Michigan.
Did you go to 2 high schools in Florida? I thought you told me once.
I did go to 2 high schools in Florida. My junior year, and then my junior year spring ball, my senior year were a different school.
You told me you were doing it by yourself.
Yeah, my junior and senior year, I was by myself.
In Florida by yourself as a high school teenager?
Yes, sir.
Wow. I mean, it seems like I know you're a 21-year-old redshirt freshman, you're an older guy. I mean, how do those experiences just make you grow up and mature? I mean, you must have really been hungry to want to succeed, too, to do all that.
Yeah, like growing up, my dad played in the NFL, and he's a sports performance trainer. He does a lot of coaching. So, like growing up, I've kind of always had, I've always been, raised to play football, and I've always really wanted it. So when the decision came for me to have to do that, I didn't think twice about it. And looking back at it, I'm really happy it happened, because once I got here a year and a half ago, like I feel like a lot of people have to adjust to like college and living by yourself, and I'd already been doing it for 2 years, so it wasn't much of a difference.
If not Purdue, where do you think you'd be right now?
I'm not sure. I'm just happy I'm here.
And I know you committed to Jeff Brom. Do you think Ryan was going to honor your commitment?
Yeah, the day he was hired, he called me and told me that he was excited that I was committed here. He told me he watched my film and he was excited to meet me.
What way, when you got the nod last week, you found out you were going to start. Did you feel prepared at that moment?
Yeah, I mean, if you're the backup quarterback, you always got to be ready, because you never know, one play you'll be in the game. So like I was always ready to go, and I mean, I prepared last week the same as I did all season, because you never know when your time's going to be called or when your name's going to be called. So like I prepared every week like I was a starter, and like last week I didn't have to change anything in my preparation because I'd already been doing it for the whole season.
What was it like preparing for your first start at the same time Coach Walters is preparing for his debut as an offensive coordinator? It
was exciting. I have a lot of confidence in Coach Walters, and we talked about like different stuff that we could do, and felt really good about it, and we did a decent job.
Did anybody recognize you on campus and you're getting a lot more followers on social media?
You know, a little bit. It's cool. I mean, yeah.
Where do you think you grew the most, just between, you know, last year getting to play against Northwestern to Saturday?
Yeah. I just think getting more comfortable. I watched a lot more film in the offseason, you know, just seeing defenses. So when you're out on the field and you're seeing a defense, you've seen it a million times because you've watched it on film, so you're not seeing anything you haven't seen before. Just doing everything I could do to get more comfortable, you know.
What kind of a different challenge does Oregon present now?
You know, they're a great football team. They play hard. They've got a lot of talent. We just got to worry about what we can do. And, you know, for me, I just got to put my teammates in the best position they can to succeed.
Do you ever dreamed of playing the #2 ranked Oregon Ducks in the Milford Academy?
I mean, yeah, that's my whole life. Like, you know, really big goals, aspirations. So, you know, it's a great opportunity and I'm excited about it.
Ryan, how much cold weather experience do you have? How do you feel about these late night afternoon games?
I have a lot of it because I grew up in Michigan. So my sophomore year, our first playoff game, it was about 30 degrees and the field was like drenched in water. So like, I don't think it could get much worse than that. So,
You've been there.
yeah.
All right.
Are you got a family here?
I will. I'll have some family here.
Anything else?